Victor Fries wasn't always cold. In fact, he was quite the opposite. As a young man studying cryogenics at GothCorp, he was known for his warmth, his passion, his dedication, his love, especially his love. Her name was Nora. They met at a university gala, two awkward scientists who'd rather be anywhere else. She laughed at his terrible jokes. He memorized the exact shade of her eyes. Within a year, they were married. But here's the thing about happiness. It never lasts in Gotham. Nora was diagnosed with a terminal illness. McGregor's syndrome, rare, aggressive, fatal. There was no cure, and the doctors gave her months to live. Most people would grieve. Most people would accept fate. Victor was not most people. He was a cryogenics expert after all. He had an idea, desperate, brilliant, impossible idea. If he could freeze Nora, suspend her in cryogenic stasis, he could buy time. Time to find a cure. Time to save her. So that's exactly what he did. Using GothCorp's resources and equipment, Victor built a cryogenic chamber and placed Nora inside. She was frozen at the edge of death, preserved in ice like a butterfly, trapped in amber. The plan was working. Until it wasn't. His boss, Ferris Boyle, discovered the unauthorized experiment. Now, any reasonable person might have shown compassion. They might have understood a husband's desperation to save his dying wife. Boyle was not reasonable. He saw liability. He saw wasted resources. He saw a problem that needed eliminating. Boyle ordered the project terminated and confronted Victor in the lab. There was a struggle. In the chaos, Boyle kicked Victor into a table of cryogenic chemicals. The accident should have killed him. Instead, it transformed him. Victor's body temperature plummeted to sub-zero levels. His skin turned pale blue. His blood became ice water. The chemicals had fundamentally altered his biology. He could no longer survive in normal temperatures. So anything above freezing would kill him. He woke up in a hospital morgue. They thought he was dead. In a way, he was. The man who emerged from that accident was no longer Victor Fries. He was something else entirely, something colder. He built a suit to survive a refrigerated exoskeleton that kept his body at the sub-zero temperatures he now required. He engineered a freeze gun capable of dropping targets to absolute zero. And he took a new name, Mr. Freeze. But here's what makes this story different from other villain origins. Victor didn't become evil because of ambition or revenge or madness. He became a criminal because of love. Everything he does, every heist, every crime, every frozen victim serves one purpose. Funding his research to cure Nora, she remains in cryogenic stasis to this day, waiting for her husband to save her. That's the tragedy of Mr. Freeze. His motivation is pure. His methods are monstrous. He'll hurt anyone, destroy anything, freeze entire city blocks if it means bringing Nora back.
Ow.
You might think this is just comic book mythology. And you'd be partially right. The legend goes deeper. Some writers have drawn parallels between Victor and Nora's story and the ancient Greek myth of Orpheus and Eurydice. In that tale, Orpheus descends into the underworld to rescue his dead wife. He's given one chance to bring her back, but he fails at the last moment. Victor is a modern Orpheus, reaching into the frozen underworld of death itself, trying to pull his wife back from the brink. Others see echoes of the Prometheus myth. Prometheus stole fire from the gods to benefit humanity and was punished for eternity. Victor stole the power of cold, the opposite of fire, to benefit one person, and he's been punished ever since. There's also the folklore of the Snow Queen, particularly in Scandinavian traditions. A figure so consumed by cold that their heart literally freezes, losing the ability to feel warmth or emotion. Victor's condition made this metaphor horrifyingly literal. But perhaps the most haunting parallel is to the story of Sleeping Beauty. Think about it. A woman lies in enchanted sleep, preserved and perfect, waiting for the one person who can wake her. Except in Victor's version, he's no Prince Charming. He's a monster in a metal suit, committing crimes across Gotham, desperately searching for the spell that will break her curse. The kiss that wakes Nora won't be magic. It'll be science. And Victor will burn down the world to find it. What makes Mr. Freeze compelling isn't his powers or his suit or his weapon. It's that his heart isn't actually cold at all. It's the opposite. His heart burns so hot with love that it's consuming him. Batman has faced countless villains. Joker wants chaos. Riddler craves attention. Penguin desires power. But Freeze Freeze just wants his wife back. That's what makes him dangerous. That's what makes him tragic. Can't reason with a man who's already lost everything. You can't threaten someone who considers himself already dead. Victor exists in a state of frozen grief, suspended between hope and despair, just like Nora herself. The ancient legends understood something fundamental about human nature. Love can transform us into heroes or monsters, often both. Victor Fries chose to become a monster so he could one day become a hero to the woman he loves. Whether he ever succeeds, whether Nora ever wakes up, remains an open question in the comics. But the legend endures. A man who traded his humanity for ice, a husband frozen in time alongside his wife, a villain whose greatest crime is loving too much. That's the ancient legend behind Mr. Freeze's cold heart. It was never actually cold at all.